It's Mr. Caravan.
The Social Contract. Rousseau. Our objectives are to identify Jean-Jacques Rousseau's ideas regarding the laws of nature and the social contract, as well as to compare the social contract theories of Thomas Hobbes, John Locke, and Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Man was born free, and everywhere he is in chains. This is Rousseau's opening line from his major political treatise, The Social Contract. What do you think Rousseau meant by this? Let's review the previous two political philosophers. Hobbes believed that in our original state of nature, we're unhappy and miserable, that we enter into this social compact to surrender our freedom so that the ruler can maintain law and order. And since the ruler is not party to the contract, we have no right to complain about it. Locke thought that we had certain natural rights, a right to life, to liberty, and the possessions which they acquire by their own labor, that God gave us reason in order that we could know what our natural rights are. Prior to the French Revolution, philosopher Jean-Jacques Rousseau formulated his own definition of the social contract. His form of the contract is significantly different from that of Hobbes and Locke. But you can clearly see the connection. And of course, his name was used for that of a character on TV's Lost.
What are you doing here?
The others are coming.
Lost premiered on my birthday in 2004. That's September 22nd, for any of you keeping track. Anyway, both Hobbes and Locke contend that individuals can act freely to decide their best interests. Where Rousseau disagreed, he introduced this idea of the general will, which contends that people give of themselves totally to the whole community, including rights and freedoms. You're going to read the excerpts from Jean-Jacques Rousseau's The Social Contract. You're going to answer the questions at the end, and then I want you to be prepared to discuss them. Again, I ask you, what do you think he meant by man was born free, and everywhere he is in chains? What is the state of nature? Why do men leave it? What do they give up when they leave the state of nature? What do they gain? Please define the concept of the general will as best you can. And what kind of political institutions are created by men when they leave the state of nature? In what ways do you think Rousseau's ideas were revolutionary? And finally, compare Rousseau's idea of the social contract to the idea of Hobbes and Locke. To review, Jean-Jacques Rousseau believed that humans in their original state of nature were happy and possessed natural rights. That as inequities arose, people entered into a social contract among themselves, agreeing to surrender their rights to the community and to submit to the general will, the will of the majority. The people created government as a necessary evil to carry out the general will. And most important to our American sensibilities, if a government fails in this purpose, to carry out the general will, the people have the right, nay the duty, to overthrow and replace it.
At that time, I was already 7 months pregnant. I delivered the infant myself. The baby and I were together for only 1 week when I saw black smoke. A pillar of black smoke, 5 kilometers inland. That night, they came. They came and took her. Alex. They took my baby. And now, they're coming again. They're coming for all of you.
Who's coming?
The others. You have only 3 choices. Run. Hide. Or die.
I couldn't help but include another clip of TV's Lost and their Rousseau. Really great show. 121 episodes, if you've got a little free time on your hands. Once you're done examining Hobbes, Locke, and Rousseau and answering and submitting the questions, your last assignment for these 3 is going to be to look at the Declaration of Independence. And to use a highlighter, I think you can use that on a PDF online, and to identify which parts of the Declaration you feel come from which philosophers. It might be both of them, or 2 or 3 of them in one comment. But see if you can find the influence in our founding documents. Thank you.
This is Polly, the pandemic puppy. I just wanted her to meet you guys. I'm sitting on the back porch doing political philosophy videos, and she sometimes comes to visit, and we go for walks. And she's adorable and wonderful, and I miss you guys, and I hope you're well. And Polly misses you too. Say, hello, my name. No, that wouldn't be a girl dog's voice, would it be? Well, who am I to? Anyways, bye.
The others are coming.